Alright, what's going on, guys? Well, I'm going to do a little filming today. Got something new I want to test out. So just got off work and figured we'd talk about a few things. A couple of current events. So let's get on and ride. Oh, yeah. Oh, you know, someone brought it to my attention. I totally should name the bike after some of my favorite TV shows, and one of my favorite shows, honestly, is Three's Company. So I think this is, what is it, Janet? So yeah, this might be Janet in the KTM, Candy the KTM. She, you know, that's gonna be Chrissy, you know. I think that's how that's gonna work from now on. Alright, so this camera, all this stuff is all new to me, man. So hopefully it doesn't fall off. And I can't get it out on the road. Okay. Alright, let's do this. Oh, it feels so good to be in the air, man. I hate that what I feel like is I go so long without riding, but you guys, you know how it is. But anyway, how many of you guys are going to the MotoGP race here in Austin? How many of you guys ever been to a MotoGP race, period, or any type of racing event? You know, I'm going to tell you, back in the day, I want to say back in the day, maybe about 6 years, something like that, when my wife and I, we were thinking about leaving the state of Louisiana, we were trying to decide on where we can go, you know, where we want to live at. And we looked, we saw commercials and, you know, ads, and heard people talking about Austin. And then when I realized they had a Formula One track that was just opening up, I was like, honey, we've got to go to this freaking track. And we went. It was a blast. It was hot. Even in October, it was a blast. And from that point on, we were like, okay, we had so much fun over race week or whatever. Because I think we were there for almost a week. We're like, you know what, man, let's see if we could find jobs here. Because let me tell you another thing is, with Austin, like, it was a tour that we went on. This tour was Live, Love, Paddle or something like that. It was really nice. Paddling tour down Lady Bird Lake. You got to see the bats and whatnot over the Congress Street Bridge. So you're pretty much coming back at dusk, but it was pretty nice. Oh, okay. Somebody's broke down on their KTM, but I don't see them. So hopefully they're okay. Well, I'll pass back and maybe I could stop for a little longer and make sure that they're fine. But yeah, anyway, yeah, man. What was I saying? Yeah, that Live, Love, Paddle, that was awesome. And then when I'll never forget looking at the skyline, the Austin skyline at the time. Everything looked so new. I mean, when we were downtown, everything. I mean, don't get me wrong. Congress Street, 6th Street. There's a lot of things that's still old, but you know, the folks at Austin, they knew what to make pretty. You know what I'm saying? They knew. And they did. They did a really great job. And, you know, at that point, after coming a couple of times, we're like, okay, we need to go ahead and make the switch and move on out here. So that's what we did. We've been here ever since. And I've tried to go to racing events as much as possible. There's also Cars and Coffee that happens at the track. And what I love about it, they try to coordinate with other track events. So, you know, you'll have some of the different racing classes. They will be out there. So you go see Cars and, you know, Coffee. You see cars. They have concession stands that are open, which I love. Then they have the main grandstands that are open, and it's covered seating and everything. It's just really nice that you can go and watch some cars do a couple of hot laps. Now, granted, look, they're not Formula One cars or anything like that. They're not World Endurance Championship cars, but it's still awesome. It really is. So I've always, you know, appreciated being able to go to that. So anyway, long story short, I'm obviously more of a motorcycle racing fan, and that was the first time I got to see my idol at the time, Valentino Rossi. A little bit of a backstory. When I stayed in Zachary, okay, I first discovered the MotoGP documentaries. I think the first one I saw was called Fastest. And I got to understand and learn about Valentino Rossi and just how important he is to the sport, how charismatic the guy is, just the heart of a lion, but very humble, able to speak and talk to anybody. I really enjoyed that about him. And I know this sounds dumb before it comes out of my mouth, but hear me out, guys. Look, watching that documentary and seeing how those guys applied their best ability to ride motorcycles, I was like, you know what, I need to do the same thing with my life. At the time I was trying to get a tech job over here in Austin, and it ended up working out. A company ended up hiring me, flew me out. Almost missed a flight. Sure did. I almost missed that doggone flight down to New Orleans. I remember I rode my GL 1500 Goldwing to the airport at like 5 o'clock in the morning, bro, in a suit. It was a Michael Strahan suit, let me tell you. I love that suit, by the way. Can't fit it anymore, but I still love it. Anyway, I rode there on the freaking Goldwing, parked it in the parking garage, did the interview was okay, waited a couple of months, boom, I was hired. And like I say, at that time, man, I was just so focused on trying to be the best that I can, and I feel like seeing that documentary, thinking about what other humans have been able to accomplish. I mean, dude, we went to the moon. Now look, they say that we went to the moon. Let me stop. I'm not trying to be that kind of conspiracy theorist, but you guys know what I'm saying. We can all apply ourselves and get more out of what we have now. I just think about my boy David Goggins, you know what I mean? He would tell you you're barely using any of your potential. I'm really getting used to this, looking past this pole at the end of this bike. You guys forgive me. I love MotoGP racing. I was sad when the doctor, Valentino Rossi, went ahead and retired. It was understandable though. I mean, the guy, put his heart and soul into racing, and I love that we're able to see people like that. You know what I mean? I really do. And I'm also grateful for my wife that allows me to work hard at my 9-to-5 job, because my 9-to-5 job obviously is a sponsor of the channel. Let's be honest. And I don't think I would have what I have if it wasn't for the love and support, you know what I mean, from my wife. And that allows me to sit there and be dedicated and to work that hard. So long story short, blah blah blah, I'm thinking about going to the MotoGP race, man. A few people aren't racing this year. I mean, Marc Marquez obviously has dominated the circuit since it opened, which, he's a savage. He's a savage competitor in every way, and he might do that little smiling, but the same thing as Valentino Rossi. They get on the track, they be smiling, and next thing you know, oh my gosh, this dude shot up on the inside and rubbed me a little bit, and he made room for himself, kind of deal. So, but anyway, I want to say there's someone else that won't be racing. I'm sure it'll still be a great race weekend. I think it's supposed to rain here Saturday, at least that's what I looked at. That's what I saw when I looked, I think, earlier today. I hadn't bought any ticket checks. I'm still on the fence if I really want to go or not. But anyway, live sports guys, thinking about checking out MotoGP. But yeah, we'll see. How fast am I going here? I don't know. Apparently not too fast. Yeah. One thing that I do debate, I think if I'm gonna ride dirt, I probably should get different tires, you know what I mean? But we'll see. But yeah, I'm just curious just how many race fans we have out there, and I would encourage you guys to maybe get into something, like MotoGP may not come to your city But I can tell you, for those who live east of the Mississippi or very close to it, a great place to go is the Barber Motorsports. You know, I want to say World Superbike may go there. I think I know they go to Road Atlanta, or at least they have in the past. I haven't looked at the schedule for them any this year, if I'm honest. I love this little scenic ride, dude. It's a... Hey, doggy. It's just a nice, peaceful... You see, I don't have to, you know, contend with anybody on this road, which that's what I really enjoy about it. I like how the boy's like, no private property. Trespass. Don't you do it. Got a little cloud cover. Alright. But yeah, guys, if you thought about racing, or hey, maybe next time before you decide to, you know, change the channel, just check it out, you know what I mean? Because I find myself nowadays, I'll even look at some Supercross and whatnot. You know, I can't say that I know all their names, but I know a couple of them. And also hard enduro. My gosh, if you guys, you need to check that out. Billy Bolt, I think he just won another title, if I'm not mistaken. Please correct me if I'm wrong, guys. And that guy's a straight savage. Obviously, all of them are. You know, Graham Jarvis, as old as that gentleman is, for him to still be whooping cheeks like that. Woo! Guys, I hope everybody's doing well. Almost the weekend. I'm not sure when I'll upload this, but hey, if it's past the weekend, I hope you had a great weekend. If it's during the weekend, have a great weekend and enjoy it. So, heck yeah, man. Alright, so what do you guys think about the new camera? Obviously, I have a smudge on it, so that's my bad, but just be patient with me as I work out all the kinks and I learn all the features, man. But so far, I'm really digging it. I went back and forth between getting this or a drone, so I figured I want both at some point, but I'm gonna go with this. So far so good. Anyway, thanks for watching. You guys take care. Be safe.